Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is the next video in the mock interview series with UiPath Aspirant. For the people who are looking this series for the first time, in this series I am taking mock interview for candidate based on their resume, their experience and their skill set. Please note that this is just a mock interview. It is not for any client, any customer or any of the job opportunities. The format of the mock interview is absolutely simple. The candidate send me the resume. I set up some time. I take the mock interview and all the confidential details such as the name, the company name, the project information, everything remains confidential with me. Even the name which you see in the mock interview is changed. So you do not have to worry about any of the details. Once I receive the interview, I hide the details, we take the interview. At the end, I guide the candidate that what are the topics he needs to improve upon, and I also provide the feedback on the interview so that they can perform well in their live interview. In terms of cost, the cost of the mock interview is absolutely free for you. You don't have to pay me anything. You just have to send me your resume and we can set up a common time and I conduct a mock interview for you. In case your experience match this mock interview, you can go ahead and watch. But in case you are coming from a different experience, you can go back to the playlist. There we have a couple of mock interviews which are already taken. You can watch them, get some insight, and hopefully that should be helpful in your next interview. If you want to appear for such a mock interview, all you have to do is just drop me an email on the email ID which is available in the description. Having said that, let's get started with today's mock interview. Okay, so Suresh, today we are going to have a mock interview for you. Okay, the format of the mock
Okay.
interview would be simple. I'm going to ask you the questions based on your resume, and you are expected to answer that. At the end of this interview, I'm going to guide you and tell you what are the topics which you have answered incorrectly, and what are the areas which you need to improve upon. Okay.
Okay.
One more
Yeah.
thing, whenever you are answering the projects related question, right? You don't need to name your client, company, or any confidential information about your company or anything,
Okay.
right? So that all you can omit.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
fine.
Okay.
So let's get started by having a quick introduction about yourself.
Yeah. Okay. So currently, I'm having overall 8 years of experience in IT, and I have started my career as like a front-end developer, and I have worked around some 4.5 years into web development. That includes like web and graphic designing as well. And after that, like after some 4.5 years. Like I haven't get much work in the front end development because the back end developers itself they have started doing the works, and I'm planning to switch to RPA,
Mm-hmm,
and the same organization itself I have switched to RPA team, and there were three people in that team at that time. So like they have started newly they have started the RPA team, and P2 developers and one senior guy.
mm-hmm,
So we have like developed around some at that time some 6 to 8 projects in a team, and all are like this web automations and desktop PDF extractions, email and Excel automations.
mm-hmm,
So, and the domains which I have worked on is basically like logistics domains and a little bit into finance and banking.
mm-hmm,
And my roles and responsibilities are getting the requirements from the client sometimes, and with our managers and leads, we will do the analysis and development testing,
mm-hmm.
and have done development or deployment also for few projects, and for few companies which I have worked, they have a separate team for the development, so they used to take care of this. So yeah, this is all about myself actually.
Okay, so if I understand it correctly, 4.5 is your experience in RPA, right?
No, no, not 4.5. It's around 3.5.
Okay, it's 3.5 experience in RPA and then 5
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
other technologies, right? Now, how
yeah,
many
yeah,
projects
yes.
have you developed in this span of time with RPA?
So end to end, right?
Yeah, end to end.
End to end. End to end, I have developed some five processes. Five.
5 projects. Okay. And
Yeah, yeah.
have you done any certification from UiPath?
Certification, I have done this a diploma advanced certification in 2020 from UiPath Academy.
Okay, not the certification, the paid certification you have
No,
not done, but you have done the academy
no, yeah,
certification. Okay.
yes,
Thank you.
yes,
Okay. Now, out of these 5 projects, right, I want you to talk
yeah,
about any one of the project. Okay, anyone which you have done
okay,
end to end, right? Talk me
okay,
through the problem statement. What was the robot doing? What was your role in it? How did the automation went?
okay.
And then I'll ask my next set of questions.
Okay. So the process which I have worked on, it's a billing process, let's say. So it's just for the customers. So the business people will upload the customer details to the box. Box is a kind of SharePoint.
Mm-hmm.
So like inside the box, like the dispatcher bot will like fetch that input file from the box, and it will upload all the customer details to the queue.
Mm-hmm.
So after the performer bot will fetch all the transaction items one by one from the queue, and there is some one client application they have used to generate invoices. So they will based on the customer information, it will generate like invoices. After that, the invoices will again uploaded to box, and finally, like the confirmation email will send to business. And here I have done the development and as well as the testing I have done.
Mm-hmm.
Deployment I haven't done, but after some enhancement part, they came up with some enhancement. So at that time I have done after the change I have done the deployment.
Hmm.
So yeah, this is all about the process project.
Okay, so when you say this box, this is nothing but I think is a SharePoint or share drive. What exactly is this box?
It's a kind of SharePoint. There we can able to
Hmm.
save all the files,
Okay, fine.
documents, whatever the documents we can able to.
Okay, and this is built on dispatcher perform model, right? What
Yeah,
is the
yeah.
frequency of this robot? How it is scheduled?
It will run every week in a month.
Every week,
Yeah, every
right?
week means like every Monday. Every Monday.
Every Monday, right? And
Yeah,
once it is running on Monday, right? How many invoices you have in that box? How many transactions are there for one run?
one run it's around some 100 to 200,
Okay, 100 to
200
200.
customer details.
Okay, and how
Yeah,
much time does it take to process one single invoice or one single transaction?
one thing, one single transaction, it will take some 5 to 7 minutes.
Okay, so the robot is supposed to go to this box, read this data, and then it should
Yeah,
populate into some Oracle application, right?
correct, correct, correct,
Right.
correct.
Okay, now what is the transaction item here?
Uh, transaction item.
Hmm.
Transaction item should be this customer details, like customer. There will be the customer name and the related fields. There will be some related fields to that customer.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's around some. It's based on the customer. Like it should be 8 fields or it's 10, 11 based on. Yeah, it will be like that.
Okay, so the robot is reading all these invoices and loading the data to the queue. Right now, what
Yeah,
is the
yes.
format of this invoice? In what format they are coming? PDF, Excel, Word.
It's a PDF. PDF.
It's a
PDF.
PDF. Scanned one or
Yeah.
editable PDF?
No editable PDF.
And the format of all the invoices is exactly the same, right?
Yeah, same, same. Yes.
Okay, now can you tell me which activity in UiPath are we using to read the PDF?
Uh, uh, Actually, like in this project, we are not reading the PDF actually. So we are
Mhm.
just generating the PDF and upload it again to Box. That's it.
So directly uploading the PDF directly to the
Yes,
okay
Box.
now so now when you have to insert the data into the Oracle application, right?
Yeah.
So you have to read the PDF, right? To
No, no,
insert it.
no.
Huh.
Actually, No,
Mhm.
no, no. Actually, like the input is coming from the Excel actually. So that Excel file is the input file. The dispatcher bot will read from the box. So after that, those customer details will upload it to queue. The dispatcher bot will upload those details to the queue.
Mhm.
The performer bot will read that customer details from the queue and it will populate to the like application, and
Mhm.
in the application it will generate invoices, and
Mhm.
the generated invoices will again upload it to box. That's it.
Okay.
We are not reading the PDFs.
Okay. Okay. So I think I misunderstood the project. Okay. Fine.
uh,
Now, when you say that you are reading the Excel, right? Which
yeah,
activity we are reading to read this Excel?
we use this Excel application scope and read range activity.
But it is on SharePoint, right? This your box is a
uh,
SharePoint.
to fetch from the you are telling that to fetch from the box, right?
So your Excel is in that box, right? And that box is a SharePoint, right?
Yeah, yeah. For that, actually, what we have done is
Uh-huh.
there will be separate like process
Mm-hmm.
to like read the files from the box. Okay,
Okay. And what
there
is
is a
that
box
activity?
activities box packages we have we have installed from the like manage packages. There is a box uh,
Mm-hmm.
package. So
Okay.
from there, there will be to read the files from the box. We use that activities. So from
Mm-hmm.
there, we have taken that input file to our local folder. From
Okay.
the local folder, we have in the Excel applications of and read range activity, we have uh, what to say to
Hmm.
read that file.
Okay.
Yeah,
Understood. Now that box package, right? It requires some kind of
yeah.
authentication, right? It requires a JWT
Correct.
authentication,
Yes,
right?
yes, yes. Correct, correct,
Right.
correct. Yes.
How do you,
Yeah.
where do you get this user ID and the password for this JWT authentication?
From the assets.
Okay, from the assets. Okay,
Yeah, asset credentials.
fine. And you read the Excel and you upload it to the queue. Right now, what activity are
Yeah.
you
Yes.
using to upload the data to the queue?
Add queue item activity.
But you have a data table, right? Why can't I directly upload the data table?
Yeah, we can able to upload the data
Mm-hmm.
mm, we have it in a data table. We can able to upload, but
Mm-hmm.
uh, in a team discussion, they with the solution architect and all, like they ask us to use this add queue item activity.
But
So
why?
uh,
There should be some reason, right?
uh,
Okay. If I have to tell you
because
that, Suresh, you have
yeah,
to upload it, right?
yeah,
So you can use
yeah,
the bulk upload, right?
correct.
Can
Yeah,
you tell
bulk
me the
uploading.
difference between bulk upload and the add queue?
In the add queue item activity, we can able to upload
Mm-hmm.
a single row. If we have
Hmm.
Excel in some, let's say example 100 rows,
Hmm.
we can able to upload in every iteration. We can able to upload every row. But in a bulk queue add queue item, we can able to upload all
So
the
yeah, that's understood, right? Because
rows
it's a
which are
name,
present.
right?
Yeah,
It's the name, it's
yeah,
bulk, right? So what
yeah,
exactly? So which one would be
yeah.
faster?
It's a bulk add queue.
Then why would you used to like to use the slower one? You would always prefer the fast one, right?
Yeah, yeah, yes. Yeah, we can able to use bulk queue. Yeah,
Okay, no problem. Okay,
yeah,
fine. So let's say you have added the data to the queue. Right now,
yeah,
uh, this dispatcher, right? What this is scheduled
yeah.
on, let's say every Monday. How is the performer scheduled?
After running this the dispatcher, right?
Mm-hmm.
After some let's say if the dispatcher is running at 10 o'clock
Mm-hmm.
in the morning, so after some 10 minutes, the performer bot will start.
Okay, so the
Let's
performer
say
bot will
10,
start.
let's say. Yeah, yeah,
Okay, so let's say I'm just taking at 10 o'clock my dispatcher runs, right?
yeah, yes.
And 10:10 your performer will
10,
execute.
yeah, yes,
Okay.
yes, yes,
Okay, now I have a question here. Let's say 10 a.m. your dispatcher is triggered, okay,
yeah,
and your
yes.
Excel file is blank. Okay, there is no Excel in the box.
Okay,
So 10 a.m. your dispatcher is triggered, right? It goes to the box and it
yeah,
find out that I don't have any Excel, right?
okay, yeah.
What happens to the performer now?
Performer like,
You understood the question?
yeah,
Hmm.
so like the dispatcher bot will upload the like data to it. So you are telling that the Excel file is not there
Yeah, Excel is not
to
available
upload the
at the,
data.
yeah, yeah.
So then it's a business exception, right? So the dispatcher bot will
Hmm.
like throw on business exception and it will send an email to business.
Hmm.
So
And
yeah, so
and
they
then
need
and
to
then at
like
10:10 your performer will execute, right? So dispatcher is
yeah,
done. It generated a business exception. At 10:10 your
yeah,
performer will execute, right?
yeah,
What would the
yes,
performer do now?
performer. Let's say if there is no data from from the queue, then it will
Mhm.
end the process. It will check the transaction item from the queue. If there is no data, then it will end the process.
Okay, fine. So when we add data to the queue first time, right? What is the status of the item in the queue,
New.
right? And when does it change to in progress?
Whenever the transaction item gets started, the bot picks up that particular transaction
Hmm.
and it started process.
Yeah, so that time it changes to
So
new
then it
to in
changes to
progress. Okay. Now I
yeah,
have one question
yeah,
here, right? So let's say as of now you are getting
yeah,
200 transactions, right? Now
yeah,
I
yes,
want to run the performer into multiple robots.
okay,
Okay, so because my one robot, one transaction is taking 7 minutes, so 200 transaction it is taking, let's say 1400 minutes, right? So 1400
yeah,
minute is a long time. So as a
yeah,
business, I decide that, hey, I want to run this in three robots now. So I want to run only the performer in three robots, right? First question, can I do it in your process?
yes, we can able to do it.
And the second question would be how?
How means let's
Uh-huh.
say instead of running a single performer bot, we can able to use multiple robots
Uh-huh.
while scheduling that particular process. So
Uh-huh.
based on the robot counts, like let's say instead of one robot, if I'm using some five robots, so
Uh-huh.
the five robots will segregate all the transaction items.
Uh-huh.
Let's say if I have 10, then it will take some 2020. If I am using, then it will the robots will continue. Sorry,
Hmm.
completed fast. Fastly, it will complete all the transaction.
Okay, okay, got it, got it.
Yeah,
And then you go to that Oracle application and you get it, right? Now I have one question for you.
yeah,
Now let's say Monday,
yeah,
first Monday, your
yeah.
robot uploaded 200 items to the queue.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah,
Because of your Oracle and your Oracle application is down, okay, your performer is not executing at all. Okay, because your Oracle
okay,
application is down, your performer is down. Now your queue has
okay,
got 200 items, right? Now
okay,
the entire week
yeah,
where performer was dead, your queue has got those two items. Next Monday, right?
yeah,
Next Monday, the robot again triggers, the dispatcher triggers, and it adds more 200 items, duplicate 200 items to
okay,
the queue, right?
okay,
So let's say a simple question, your performer is dead and your dispatcher keeps on running, right? So
okay,
your queue
yeah,
would have duplicate items. right?
Okay.
How do I
Yeah.
manage this?
We can enable this unique reference we have now while uploading the queue.
Mm-hmm.
If we enable this unique reference, then it will avoid the duplicates while uploading the data to the queue.
How it will avoid? Who will avoid?
Uh,
Means if I just instruct it upload, it will get uploaded, right? So how would the robot know that yes, this is duplicate and I should not add it, right? Where that check will happen?
mm,
So in the add queue item, right?
yeah,
I
yeah,
just have say that okay, this is a unique reference, right? But when the
yeah.
robot is running, right? Where I as a developer would understand that will I get an exception? Will I get an error? Will it not upload? Right? How do I know? Because I am a developer, right? So if the queue is already having duplicate, how does a developer know that which items are duplicate, which are not duplicate, which are added, which are not added, right? How does a developer know?
So for that, we need to
Hmm.
uh, get all the queue items from the queue. So from that, we need to check whether that particular transaction item is available or not in the queue. So if it is there, then we don't want to upload it again, and if it is not there, then we can upload.
Yeah, but if I have to do such a big logic, right? Read all the data,
Yeah, yeah,
do
yeah,
the searching. Why do I even require unique reference, right? Then I can simply use the bulk upload only, right? I use the bulk upload and I then write this
yeah.
logic, right? Read all the data, check it and all. Why do I require unique reference then?
Mm, okay, I need to check this actually.
Okay, no problem. Okay, so I'm going through your CV. I can see that you have experience in extracting pattern-based data extraction, right? Can you tell me what exactly do
Uh,
you mean by pattern-based data extraction?
Pattern based, by using regular expressions, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, so to extract some data from the PDF, if you want to extract, so at that time, by using this regular expression, we can able to extract the data, right? Let's say the mobile number, or else like email,
Mm-hmm.
or else some IDs. So yeah, the kind of
And
like
which
that.
activity in UiPath allows me to write regex?
Uh,
So let's say I given you
Basically,
a PDF, right?
uh,
And you have to
yeah,
write some regex, right? Which activity you will use?
regex matches activity whatever the expression,
Mm-hmm.
the regular expressions which I have written. So
Mm-hmm.
it will just check. It will just check for that.
Right. Hello.
Hello,
Yeah.
hello.
Yeah, yeah, good. I can hear
Yeah,
you.
could you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, in the assign activity itself, we can
Uh-huh.
able to pass the regular expressions. So
Uh-huh.
based on that, it will extract that particular text from the that
Hmm.
string. Let's say by using the string in string manipulation.
Okay, okay, got it. How do you create custom activities in UiPath?
Custom activities, you were asking about the libraries,
Hmm.
or
Yeah. No, I'm just reading your resume, right? You say that I have created custom activities. So how do you create custom activities in UiPath?
custom activities, by using this invoke code activities.
Are you sure?
Actually, I have created the libraries for
Uh-huh.
reusable component like login and logout.
Uh-huh.
So for that, I have mentioned that one.
Okay, so this is the reusable component, right? Now tell me,
Yeah, yeah,
if I have created a reusable component, right? So Suresh has created a
yeah,
reusable component. Now Suresh want to
yeah,
share it to all the team members, right? So I have a team of 10
yeah,
members, 10 developers.
yeah. Yes.
how the other 10 developers are going to use the component which Suresh has created.
Uh, let's say like after creating this library, we can able to publish it as
Mhm.
uh, in a Git. So
In Git.
from there, yeah,
Okay. And so how I am a developer, right? So Suresh is a senior developer. Mukesh is working with Suresh, right? And now I want to use this component, right? So you want me to go to the Git, download the package and use it
yeah,
like that?
yeah,
Okay. But
yeah.
now
We
I have,
will send
I
we'll
have one
send
more
an
question here.
email.
I
Yeah,
have one more
yeah,
question here, right? So let's say the first version
yeah.
is perfect, right? So
Okay,
Suresh created a component, version 1 was good. Now, after some
yeah,
days, you got some
yeah,
enhancement, right? So Suresh is a developer. He says
yeah.
that, oh, I have forgot to miss add this functionality. You updated and you have a
Mm,
new version, which is version 2, right?
correct.
But since
Yeah,
I have included that code in my studio, right? I would never get the updated code, right? Mukesh will never get the updated code, correct?
because like
Uh-huh.
we are like publishing all the packages to the Git, right? So there
Yeah,
they can able to check the versions, right? Versions and the timings.
right.
So
But
we
since
we are putting the
okay, so January I have used your component. Okay. So
okay,
February,
yeah,
Suresh modified the component, right?
okay,
How would I know,
yeah.
right? I have used it in January, right? So do you expect all the developers to come every time, every morning, see if the component is updated? If yes, then let's update our code, right? That's not possible, right? You understood the question, first of all?
Yeah, 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 yeah. I understood.
So you have kept
So
it in a, huh.
basically, what we do is like, and we have a group. Okay, let's
Mm-hmm.
say in the teams, respect.
Okay.
So
I
there we
forgot to
have a
check the
group.
group.
So
I am on leave.
then,
So for second question, is this the correct way?
mm, actually, what I don't know. Like we have another option also, but as per my
Mm-hmm.
experience, I'm just telling. This is how we have used actually.
Okay, okay, no problem. Okay, so do you have any experience in databases, working with databases?
No, actually, like database, like just
Hmm.
connecting to database and
Hmm.
running the queries and uploading some data that I have done.
Okay, okay, no
Update.
problem.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a last question for you. Okay, which version of UiPath Studio are you using?
Actually, earlier we have used 2022.4.4.
Mm-hmm.
Now, like I am using for my like learning purpose, I am using 2023 point. Uh, I guess it's 10.6 or I am not sure. It's
20,
2023 23
2023.
version.
Okay, you are using 2023, right?
Yeah, yes,
Can you
yes.
tell me any one feature which is new in 2023?
2023.
So you have used
So in
2022 in your
that,
company and you are in
yeah,
2023 now, right? Any one feature.
yeah. We have this.
Hmm.
Uh, Recently, I have read that this add in some Excel feature.
Hmm.
So from the Excel itself, when we like install that package, we can able to like run the bot in the Excel file itself. Because I haven't tried it, but I read it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, okay,
So
cool. So I am done with my set of questions. Okay, and let's jump to the feedback. Okay, so first question, right? How do you think your interview went?
uh, it's 50-50.
Hmm. Okay, right. So why do you say it's 50-50?
Like I want to like learn more about the things like uh, yeah, instead of like using it. So
Mm-hmm.
is what we are using, is it a correct way? Like those things, yeah, I need to check that one.
Yeah. Okay.
We are using it
So
a proper way or
yeah. So overall feedback is that, right? Now you are
yeah,
not a developer, right? You are having an experience of 8+ years now, right? Now people
yeah,
would be
yeah.
looking you as a lead, right? So
Okay. Mm,
not only that, you need to understand that why this is used, you have to also see why that is not used. Okay.
okay. Mhm.
Now it's not restricted only to the development. Now it's come to the architecture. How do you think? How do you manage? And all those things, right?
Mm,
So if it is a, let's say, a developer interview, it is good,
mm,
right? But if it is an interview
okay.
for a 8 years experience guy, then it is not
Mm,
good, right? Because
okay.
project, whenever you are saying, right, so we are expecting that at least the project which you have built as an senior developer, right, you actually understand all the mitigations, everything about the project, right?
Okay.
The second thing is you create reusable components. Why do you upload it to the Git? How do you check in? How do you check out? How do you manage? It's not about Git, it's
Yeah.
not about the reusable component, it's about checking your knowledge to manage the team as a senior developer, right? Because at a 8+ experience, nobody is going to expect you to work as a developer, right? You are a senior developer or a team lead now, right? So now you need to expand your knowledge on working and collaborating with the team, looking at the project structure, looking at the project indications, right? So now I ask you a questions on how actually, have you used not the add queue and the bulk queue, right? The simple answer is that you wanted to have a unique reference. That's
Yeah.
it, right? So if I ask you the direct question, then you are able to answer. But if I just tweak the questions, you are not able to answer the question, right?
Okay.
Second thing, right? Whenever you have created a reusable component, I can always upload it to
Yeah.
the orchestrator, right?
Yeah.
So everybody who is using, they will get in the orchestrator and they can say that, hey, I have got a new version, you have a rollback, you have everything, right? So the idea was not about Git or that, but at least you should be very confident why you are using Git and not using orchestrator, or why you are orchestrator and not using Git.
No, no, no.
Yeah,
We are using Orchestrator also. Yeah, we are using Orchestrator also for publishing the packages.
but
But yeah,
you never told
I
me, right?
haven't said. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right.
That's fine. That's my
The
mistake.
Yeah, so the other thing is, right, so your project is good. I understand your all of this project, right? But
Yeah.
uh, there are many things which you don't told me at the beginning, and such as
Mm,
getting this box activities, downloading it, right? So you
mm,
directly started that,
yeah.
okay, I will read that Excel from box, right? So as an
Okay.
interviewer,
Okay.
how would
Okay.
I know that what is a box, right? I have some
Mm,
background on the box, so I know what is a box, but other people might not have it, right? So you need to tell them, right, that box is a third party integration, which is this, we
okay.
use JWT authentication to download this and all that, right? Otherwise, when I initially heard you, I thought box is just like you are treating a folder as a box, right? So that is
Mm,
where your project explanation can be improved. Talking to
okay.
resume, your resume is not readable. Okay.
Okay.
If I just open your resume, you have written everything in a single line. If you just
Okay.
open your resume, right, go to the
Yeah.
section of the responsibilities, right? It's
Yeah.
a big
Yeah.
paragraph which is having 35 or 40 lines, right? So I
Yeah.
know that these are all separate points, but I think you just copy pasted it from some different resume and you forgot to do the formatting, right? Uh, I can see that this is just directly a copy paste from somewhere else, right? Because there is only a single bullet at the top, right? So a resume is the first thing which people are going to see, right? And if your resume is not readable, nobody is going to give you a call,
Okay. Mm,
right? So
yeah.
that is about the resume. And talking about the resume, right? You have mentioned the projects, right? But if you see the
Yeah.
formatting, right? See the formatting of your project. Some
Yeah.
projects are on left, some projects are on right, right? I don't
Yeah.
know if that is intentional or it's not formatting. I know. I think you have not seen your resume, right? So the feedback would be just go to your resume and format it properly, make it readable, right? It's just
Okay.
like dump of everything, right? And
Okay.
I think you should now go for the advanced certification UiPath.
Okay.
Okay,
Mm.
that will give you more
Yeah.
insights on this technology. Okay.
Okay. Mm.
Cool. So I'll take a pause. Now, question to you. How was your feedback attending this interview? Was it helpful?
Yeah, yeah, it's very helpful actually.
Do you think it will help
Yeah.
you to clear next interview
Yeah.
round? Do you
Yes,
find it
yes.
good? Yeah.
Yes,
Hmm.
yes, absolutely. Yeah, it will be very helpful. So I will just keep
Hmm.
all those things in my mind, and I
Hmm.
will just work on that. And I just wanted to ask you one thing, uh, is there any resume format with you so that I can refer for that
No format.
if
There
you
is
are
no
open?
format for resume, right? Your resume is good, right? Resume
Uh,
format would be different, right? I have a different resume format. You might have a different. Somebody creates a single, right? The only idea is the
mhm.
resume should be readable, right? You just open your
Okay.
resume, whichever you have sent it to me, and just see the section of responsibilities, right?
Okay.
See if you are able to read that or not. You will get your answer.
Sure.
Okay?
Okay.
It should
Yeah.
be
Sure.
readable, right? It should be readable. That's the only point.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
so
Okay,
do work
Mukesh.
on this and then we connect soon. I'll wait
Yeah.
for your good news on the job whenever you get.
Sure.
And thank you.
Sure.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mukesh. Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is all for this video. I would like to wrap this video here. I hope this was insightful. If you have any more questions, any more doubts, feel free to write me in the comments or you can also drop me an email as well. I would appreciate your feedback on the video and tell me in the comments what would be the next topic or next video you want to see. So with that, I would wrap this video here. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please do subscribe to the channel and happy automation.